What the hell? All right, good evening and welcome to the 14C Oklahoma State Championship game that's going to take place between Oklahoma Drive 2K10 and Bellum 2K10 Wilkerson. In the last contest, Drive played the same team and won by a score of 11-2. Bellum has to beat Oklahoma Drive twice to win the championship. Oklahoma Drive just needs to win one of the next 2 games to be the state champion. Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Pedro Claudio, and I'm bringing your live play-by-play action here as we get ready to get going. All the players are at the plate reviewing with the umpires. We'll wait for a game time so we can get started. Presumably, Drive should be the home team in this contest, being the unbeaten team so far. Drive has gotten to this contest by beating Lightning 14U by a score of 9-1. Clinton Lady Reds by a score of 10-3. Oklahoma exclusive 2K12 by a score of 7-4. And Bellum Wilkerson just a couple hours ago by a score of 11-2. Bellum 2K10 Wilkerson got to this point by beating BCA competitors by a score of 7-6, beating Tribute 2K10 by a score of 7-5, upsetting Havoc by a score of 9-6, dropping the last contest to Drive at 11-2, and then going into the elimination bracket and beating Rebels 09X, who was playing their 6th game of the day, by a score of 2-1. Drive is the home team for this contest, and let's go over the defensive alignment for Drive as we get started. In the circle and pitching is Bella. Behind home plate and catching is Mia. Bella to Mia. Taylor at first. Tessa at second. Turbo at shortstop. Izzy at third. Tinley in left. Natalie in center. And Helena in right. Thank you very much, sir. 7:04 is the stated game time. That means we are playing for the next 75 minutes. That will put us at 8:19 for the end of championship game number 1. We only need to play one if we can win it. But we'll play a second if we need to. Warm-up tosses are done. And now the only thing to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy this championship segment of the Oklahoma Drive. It's time to drive. Here we go. Again, thanks for joining us on Father's Day 2024 as Oklahoma Drive looks to complete a state championship unbeaten and goes 7-0 in this tournament. Last 2 teams remaining out of 14 to start this tournament. First pitch fouled off the shin. Ouch. And we're underway here in Choctaw. She needs a moment to just shake that off. She gets back in the box. Hopefully she's okay. And the 0-1 pitch shows bunt, doesn't pull back. That's a strike. She offered. It's 0-2. Oh-2 pitch out of the strike zone, and count moves to 1-2. Hit on the ground directly to Bella. She recovers, picks it up, throws to Taylor for the first out of the contest, and we're underway. Nice job by Bella and Taylor to get the first out. a state championship here for Oklahoma Drive would put the exclamation point on a remarkable comeback. First pitch down low, 1-0. Not only have they come back in 4 of the 5 games in this tournament, 5 of the 6 games in this tournament, rather, but just 25 games into the season, this team was 3-18-4. They're far from that now. Swung on and hit into the center field. Nice play by Natalie. She tracks it down in the outfield, and there's 2 away. That went into left center field. Natalie not only had to battle the wind, but now with the sun starting to set in the west, she did have the sun in her eyes. There's 2 away. Nice play by Natalie. So 2 away and the base is empty. First pitch from Bella, down low for a ball, 1-0. More good news for Oklahoma Drive. They've got their full pitching array available here. Hit on the ground. Izzy picks it up. Makes a throw to Taylor, and that ends the inning. 3 up and 3 down for Bellum in the top of the first. And we move into the bottom of the first. Drive coming up the bat, looking to open up scoring. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. In between innings, let's go over the batting order for this championship game for Oklahoma Drive 2K10. Leading off is Bella, who's in the circle. Turbo batting second. Tessa batting third. Izzy batting fourth. Maya bats fifth. Tinley in the sixth spot. Ryan batting seventh. Taylor batting eighth. Helena batting ninth. Brinley batting 10th. And Natalie rounds out the order, batting 11th. Drive has batted 10 or more in every game of this state tournament. We get ready to start the bottom of the first inning. Bella comes into the plate. And just like every game this tournament, Drive needs to wait for the pitch to get into the zone. All they got to do.
Now batting, number 1, Bella.
Come on, Bella.
So Bella steps into the box, swings at the first pitch. Coach Michael looks unamused.
Get on it.
Coach Michael asks Bella if she needs to be threatened again, and she gives a hearty no. The 0-1. Hit right at the pitcher, who throws to first for the out, 1 away.
Perfect timing.
Now batting, number 33, London Brown.
So the streak continues where Bella and Turbo can't both be on base to lead off the game. First pitch to Turbo outside for a ball, 1-0. That's bounced in, 2-0. Drive jumped on the Bellum pitcher in the first contest. Got 5 runs in the first and never looked back. 2-1 now the count after a strike at the knees to Turbo. Swung on the ground, off the third baseman and into the outfield. Turbo's coming around to second, and she's there safely. That's a stand-up, that's a sliding double. And with 1 out, there's a runner at second for Tessa. Tessa comes into this contest 4 for 4 on the day. Hit on the ground the second. They pick it up, and I just gave her the kiss of death by saying that. She grounds out 4-3. Turbo moves to third. But Izzy's coming to the plate. Looking to knock Turbo in and start the scoring. Good contact by Tessa in that last at bat, but just where somebody was at. First pitch to Izzy, brushback pitch. She doesn't charge the mound in any way, so that's good. It's 1-0. Drilled. Coach Michael had to put a little dance on his birthday. Count goes to 1-1. We'll praise the solid contact. Coach Michael will rue the early swing. Count goes to 1-1. That changeup came up 4 foot short. Count moves to 2-1. Resembled one of my slow pitch softball day moments. That's at the knees for a strike, and it's 2-2. That's at the knees. Izzy's got a battle here. I don't know where everybody else has got confusion, but the count is 2-2. Oh. Izzy swung at ball 3, but it's instead strike 3. Drive doesn't score in the inning, and after 1, we're scoreless. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. We're ready for the top of the second inning. Drive and Bellum scoreless. I may have missed this the last inning, but Maya's actually in right field. Maya in right. First pitch at the top of the second. A little bit low for ball. 1-0. Next offering. Low 2-0. Again, Oklahoma Drive has the comfort of needing to win one of the next two games. Swung on and lifted it left field. Tinley's under it and makes the catch, one away. While we have that comfort of two games to win one, we don't want to get to a second game. Not only do we not need the tension, but I think we're ready to go home. And we didn't get here as early as some of these other teams. First pitch, next batter. At the knees for a strike, it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Fouled out of play, heads up. Startled some of the dugout over there. It's 0-2. Only 2 games left on this side of the complex here at Baus in Choctaw. Swung on the ground, picked up by Bella, who adjusts and makes the play. 2 away. Everything feels a little bit like it's in slow motion right now. These ladies have played now in their 3rd game for Drive and their 4th game for Bellum in this heat. Swung on, hit on the ground to Taylor, who goes for the tag and gets the out unassisted. 3 up, 3 down. We move into the bottom of the 2nd inning. Scoreless. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. We move into the bottom of the 2nd inning. Maya, Tinley, and Ryan all due up. Looking to break the scoreless game.
At the plate, number 2, Maya Sanchez.
First pitch, almost hit her. It's 1-0. I don't think it can get that close to the jersey and be called a strike. 1-0. Count. Maya swung at a pitch that's not in her range. It's 1-1.
Hey, be patient. Gotta see it. You gotta see it.
That's outside. It's 2-1. Glad we can offer you this championship game at an even level. Swung on hit. It's going to drop to second base. They're going to throw the first and get the out. One away. I know we've had a number of games that have been at an angle. But this one we're able to offer flat. Level. I've been corrected. Level. So glad you're enjoying this game in level fashion. One away. Tinley hits it hard off the third baseman. And that's going to be an infield single. That was a rocket off her bat. Third baseman indicates she's okay. That was a shot right off the shin. Tinley's aboard with one out and Ryan at the plate, who's had a hot bat. That's up high. Tinley goes for second, and she makes it easily. That's a straight steal. Good job by Tinley to get the second. Next pitch on the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1.
You ready?
So Tinley in scoring position. Ryan at the plate with a 1-1 count. That's inside. 2-1.
Stay aggressive.
2-1 count. Ryan steps into the box. Pops it up, swings at one that's a little bit higher. Thankfully for her, it drops foul harmlessly. Count evens at 2-2.
Still gotta go with anything close. Here you go. You got this.
Ryan likes those pitches waist high and above. But she still has life here at 2-2. That's outside. That's outside. It's 3-2. Taylor's on deck. So Ryan awaiting a 3-2 offering. That's inside. Ball four. And Ryan does hard battle at the plate and draws a walk. Taylor comes to the plate with runners at first and second. Last game, she started to break out of that hitting slump. And that first pitch outside, 1-0. Good plate discipline by Taylor there. With not as many games going on, it's real easy to hear yourself. That ball's fouled out of play. Count, it goes to 1-1. So Taylor waiting on a 1-1. Almost hits her, gets away from the catcher. Runners advance to second and third. So with one out, Taylor has a chance to drive in two with a single. But a golden opportunity. Ball comes onto the field. Taylor not too thrilled about it. Ruined her rhythm. Let's see if she can get it back. The 2-1. Fouled away. It's 2-2 now. So a 2-2 count. Coming to Taylor. Hit into center field. Tinley's that jumps. Tinley comes in to score. Ryan stops at third. Taylor comes to second. Ball gets past everybody, but not far enough for Ryan to get in. That's an RBI single for Taylor, and it's 1-0 drive in the bottom of the second of this state championship game. Atlanta comes to the plate with runners on second and third, only one out. Popped up. Nice try by the catcher. She was just a hair tardy. But I think if I played 4 games in this heat, I'd be more tardy than that. 0-1. Helena swings at a pitch that's way too high, and it's 0-2.
Hey, deep breath.
She fouled it.
Deep breath.
Hey, you're rushing it, kid. Just take your time.
But that's a low percentage swing. 0-2. Swung on, hit on the ground, fire! Down the line! 2 runs are going to come in the score, and Elena's going to second with a stand-up double. Helena with the double puts drive up 3-0 here in the bottom of the second. And a Bellum coach wants time, and we're going to have a pitching change. Oh, we're going to have some defensive changes. We'll correct it. We'll see if there's any pitching changes. But there's definitely some defensive changes as we go in here. So let's see what happens here. We are having a pitching change. Okay. Scorebook at 64 comes in for 84. I am not the official scorebook. But we are having a pitching change, and we'll take a 30-second timeout. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. All right, so warm-ups are over. Brindley comes in with Helena at second and only one down. First pitch drilled in center field. I don't know what Helena's doing. They get past the center fielder. And Helena's going to come in and score. That's going to be an RBI single. Brindley goes to second on the air. But Helena comes in to score. And it's now 4-0. Natalie comes to the plate now. First pitch to Natalie. Way high, 1-0. The sun is becoming a factor for the Bellum team. Even the pitchers got a little bit of sun in their eye as the shadows are moving closer. There's a problem for both teams. The 1-0 to Natalie. Swung on, fouled. Contact. And his count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Natalie coming ahead. That bounces in low. 2-1. Brindley got about halfway there. Thought better of it. Scampered back to second. Bounces in. Brindley's going to go to third. But she's in safely. Brindley advances to third on the wild pitch. And now the count's 3-1 to Natalie with Bella on deck. Way high, and that's ball 4. So Natalie draws a walk. And that brings up Bella, who in her first at bat drove the coaches crazy by swinging early and grounded out to pitcher. Driven into center field. That's caught. Brindley can tag and come home. Comes on home to score. And it's 5-0. Is Natalie okay?
Number 33, London.
So that goes down as a sac fly. Natalie stays at first, but it's 5-0 drive. 2 outs. Swung on a miss for strike 1. Confusion about whether or not there was anybody there. Natalie steals second. So now there's a runner at second. Hit on the ground, foul. Count moves to 0-2. Natalie represents the 6th run of the inning, which would end the inning. Driven in the air. There's 2 outs. And that ends the inning. Drive scores 5 times, and we go into the top of the 3rd inning with Drive now ahead, 5-0. I think there's just defensive changes going on as we go into the top of the 3rd inning. Maya comes in at second Helena goes into right field. Drive up 5-0. And looking to keep Bellum off the scoreboard here for a third straight inning.
Go, ladies. Thank you.
Let's go, Dre!
First pitch shows bunt. Drops down a nice bunt. Picks it up. Throws it to Taylor for the out. One away. Nice play by Bella to calmly get there and get the out. One up and one down. It was a really nice bunt. Bella just made a really nice play and shot it to Taylor for the out. First pitch, fouled out of play. Count moves to 0-1. Next pitch from Bella. Swung on and missed for strike 2.
Got 2 on it.
That pitch inside. Count moves to 1-2. Next pitch, a changeup that's pulled foul. Count remains at 1-2. One, two. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and there's 2 away. They're tossing it around. There you go, Taylor. She gets into it.
Yeah, she got it, girl. She got it.
There's 2 away. That's on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Outside, 1-1. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1.
Got 2 on her.
Interference on Mia is called. They called interference on the catcher. There was a weird sound as the batter swung. So the batter's awarded first base. Goes down as an E2. First pitch on the outside corner. It's 0-1. I think that's the second time we've been called for catcher's interference. I think Brindley was the other one. Up high, count goes to 1-1. The 1-1. Hit on the ground to Turbo. Past her into left field for a single. Turbo tried to backhand it. Couldn't do it. So now there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. We go back to the top of the order. First pitch to the leadoff hitter, the Bellum order. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground, Drew down the right field line. Helena stops it. Not sure where it's going to, but 1 run is in, and nobody's going to get the ball. So that's a single. 1 run scores, and the runner advances to second as the ball came in through the infield. It's now 5-1. Swung on, fouled. It's 0-1. So with a 5-0 lead and 2 outs, Bellum's starting to claw back a little bit. Hit on the ground to Turbo, who makes the play. She tagged the runner going by. So that ends the inning. Bellum only gets 1. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning with Drive ahead 5-1. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. We move into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Drive ahead 5-1. Tessa, Izzy, Maya all due up.
Now batting number 4, Tessa Claudio.
So Tessa leads off the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch swinging, and it's fouled 0-1. The 0-1 pitch to Tessa. That's low, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Thrown in the ground. Not going to get there. Tessa goes to second on the throw. We'll call that a Infield single with an error. Excuse me. That allows Tessa to get to second. Ball on the field. Wow. That was smoked. So Tessa at second, leading off the inning. Izzy coming to the plate. Waiting the pitch. Up high, 1-0.
Way to be patient.
The sun just at the right height to give all sorts of problems to the Bellum pitcher. She's literally having to cover her eyes just to be able to see the catcher. The 1-0. On the outside corner for a strike, and it's 1-1.
It's all right. You saw it. Let's go.
Back and get it. This right here is.
1-1. Next offering. Bounces. Gets away. Tessa advances to third on the wild pitch. It's 2-1. Popped up in the air and just foul. Count moves to 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. They call her out, but it's an RBI ground out for Izzy. And it's now 6-1.
At the plate, number 2, Maya Sanchez.
So Maya comes to the plate with the bases empty. 1 out, 1 run in. First pitch to Maya, up high for a ball. It's 1-0. On the outside corner for a strike, it's 1-1.
Cut in the middle of everybody. All the crowd.
The 1-1. Hit in the air. Drops foul in play. It drops foul in the field of play. Count moves to 1-2.
Drive through it, Maya.
Maya facing a 1-2 count. Drilled, and that is foul. Count stays at 1-2. Right over there. So a 1-2 count. That's high. 2-2. 2-2 the count for Maya. Popped up to the net. Oh! Count stays at 2-2. That young lady almost stepped right on her glasses. That's low, 3-2.
Okay, it's fine right now.
She said it's fine too. Later on, we start burning on us.
She ain't been sunburned before.
So Maya's worked the 3-2 count.
Let me hit that dough, take a shower, we'll be out.
Hit up the middle. Shortstop picks it up. Able to get the out at first. Maya's frustrated by that one. There's 2 away.
Number 5, Kinley Stinson.
So that brings up Tinley with 2 outs and the base is empty. At the knees for a strike and it's 0-1.
Ready now.
Tinley had a big hit in her last at bat.
Good out.
Up high, 1-1. The 1-1. Up high, 2-1. If Tinley can reach, Ryan's on deck. Popped up in the air, and the pitcher catches it at the end of the inning. Drive does get a run, and we move to the top of the 4th inning. Drive leading 6-1. This is Oklahoma Drive 2K10 softball. All right, we move into the top of the 4th inning. Drive continues to lead 6-1. 6 is a magic number in softball. Seems like once you get to 6 runs, your likelihood of winning substantially increases. Not a guarantee. And I'm getting the look that says I just gave it the kiss of death. Ball 1 high, 1-0. I'm not trying to wake up the bad juju. Just stating statistical facts. Next pitch, hit on the ground. Nice stop by Izzy, who throws it way over the head. And it goes. So that's going to be a reach on error. And the leadoff batter's aboard. Izzy had time, but overthrew Taylor. The runner was headed to second, but field turf got her. So she stays at first. First pitch at the knees for a strike. It's 0-1. That one gets past Izzy, down the left field line. Tinley cuts it off. And there's runners on first and second with nobody out here in the top of the fourth. We're at the top of the hour. Again, happy Father's Day to everyone. Thanks for joining us. Drive leads in this contest by a score of 6-1 here in the top of the fourth. Still 19 minutes to go in the contest. Meeting at the mound ends, and everybody needs to just regroup and just get defensive outs. That's all that's needed is defensive outs. Concession stand still open. First pitch hits a Bella, and that's going to be an infield hit. Bases are now loaded. Nobody out. Bellum has something going here in the top of the fourth inning.
Let's go, Drive! On your toes! Keep moving!
First hit, first pitch foul. Off to the left side, it's 0-1.
Let's go! On your toes! Let's go!
With a 5-run lead, they just need outs. The 0-1. Early swing. Fouls it. It's now 0-2. Forced at any base, including home. Swung on and missed for strike 3. First base is occupied with less than 2 outs, so that's a strikeout and 1 away. If it was the 3rd out of the inning, Mia would have only had to touch home plate and that would have ended it. But instead it's a strikeout and there's 1 away.
One down, let's go, girls, on your toes!
Next batter. Foul to the backstop, first pitch, and it's 0-1.
Let's go, Drive! Let's go, girls!
Shadows past the pitching circle now. The 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground. Maya can't stop it. 1 run's in. Another run coming. Home to score. And it's 6-3. I'm not sure why the ball was thrown into third with a runner coming around. This is where Drive needs to communicate with their outfielders to help them get to the right place. That runner was around third, and that ball needed to go home. They would have had a chance to make a play at the plate. It's 6-3 with 1 out. Confusion about what's going on here. I think there might be a courtesy runner in play here. So a conversation at the mound. Tribe needs to understand this game is not over yet. First pitch, swung on, hit in the air to Maya. Infield fly in play, so that's an automatic out. A nice play by Maya to get that out. 2 away. With less than 3 outs, with less than 2 outs in the inning, and a force at more than one base, infield fly is called, and that was the right call for that situation. 2 away. First pitch swung on and missed for a strike, and it's 0-1. Next offering, swung on and missed. Now it's 0-2. If that had been strike 3, there would have been a need to throw the runner out at first because it went into the turf. With 2 outs now, it doesn't matter if first base is occupied. So 0-2. Fouled. Staying alive at 0-2. Another 0-2 pitch. Swung on a miss for strike 3, and that ends the inning. Bellum scores a couple, but leaves 2. We move into the bottom of the 4th inning, and Drive leads 6-3. This is Oklahoma Drive, 2K10 softball. So we're ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning. Ryan, Taylor, and Elena all due up this inning. Bellum in hurry-up mode now. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Ryan steps again into the box. It's a 1-0. Bounced in, it's 2-0. Time's starting to become a factor for Bellum. Less than 13 minutes left on the clock. And each moment they don't get an out from Oklahoma Drive is a moment closer to the end. 3-0 now to Ryan. That's ball 4. So Ryan reaches with a 4-pitch walk. That brings up Taylor. Driven into right field for a hit. Ryan's going to third. On the line drive single by Taylor. And runners are at first and third. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Let's go!
Number 78, Bellum, Kercheski.
If Drive can score 4 in this inning, they can effectively end the ball game. Because they're up 3 right now. Scoring 4 more will put it all but out of reach. Helena hits it on the ground to short. They go first. And they said she's safe. That's an RBI infield single for Helena. Runners at first and second, and 1 run comes across. It's now 7-3. So Brindley comes up with a hot bat. Runners runs first and second. First pitch inside, 1-0. Next pitch high, 2-0. Hit on the ground is short. No, it gets past. Brindley has to touch first because she missed it, and she's on her way to second. Taylor touches home. And that's a single with an error. They must have gotten away and into the well, which would meant an automatic base. No, she didn't. She didn't tag her.
Let's keep it going, man.
Natalie puts the bunt down, but it goes foul. 0-1. Good try by Natalie. With 8 minutes left in the contest, Brindley represents the state championship clinching run. Natalie offers, but doesn't pull back. It's 0-2. And now she's got to swing.
Go, babe. You got this.
The 0-2. Popped foul. Out of play. Count stays at 0-2.
You got this.
Popped in the air. Brindley stays on the base. It hits Brindley! So that goes down as a single. Brindley stayed right on the bag, and it hit her. Another run comes in to score. It's now 9-3. Hit on the ground to short. And Brindley scores. It should be enough to call it good. But it's now 10-3. It's now 10-3. We'll just keep going.
Let's go.
Bella represents run 6 for the inning if she can score. Neely comes in and now represents run 6.
Go, Turbo.
At this point, it's academic. Up high, 1-0. Still nobody out. Natalie steals third.
Way to go.
We will keep the live feed going throughout the conclusion of this contest. That's on the inside corner. Neely takes second on defensive indifference. It's 1-1. At the conclusion of this contest, we will keep the feed going for the presentation of the first and second place hardware. Swung on, and it drops. Natalie comes in to score. And Turbo goes into second on a single. It's an RBI single, and it's now 11-3. And Tessa comes to the plate. First pitch outside, 1-0. Tessa waiting on a 1-0 pitch.
Drive it hard.
That's up high, 2-0. Way high, 3-0. Izzy's on deck. I think Coach Michael just told her to take two. At 3-0. Here comes pitch one. Up high, ball 4. So the bases are now loaded for Izzy.
Now batting, number 11, Izzy.
Still nobody out. First pitch to Izzy. On the outside corner for a strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I seen that one. Yeah, that was it. I seen that.
You got this, Izzy.
Bases loaded. Coach Michael told her to have some fun. Bounces it in. Neely started to take off for home. Thought better of it. It's 1-1. Oklahoma Drive on the verge of a state championship here in Choctaw. Driven into center field. That's going to go down for a hit. That's the 6th run of the inning. Oh, she's out at home. We got a problem now. There's 2 outs. There's 2 outs. Nope. There's 2 outs. Izzy actually ran past Tessa. Izzy went too far, and that's an automatic out. So let's figure it out. Did a 12th run come across? So there's a force at home. We know that. There's at least 1 out. The force at home was 8-2. The weirdest force ever. Center field to the catcher. Now, there's another out coming. You can't pass one of your teammates on the base paths. So that's an automatic out. It's just whether or not both of them are out. Whether or not this is some weird triple play that leaves it at 11-3. So officially, it's a fielder's choice for Izzy. And then there's more coming after that. Let's just see if they sort it out. The problem is, this is the end of the ball game. It doesn't matter. We're just waiting for some hardware. And everybody is tired and ready to go home. Best thing they could do is say, out, ball game. But let's see what the verdict is. This ball game, by time, is over. The rest of this doesn't matter. but it does go down as a fielder's choice for Izzy. 8-2 in the scorebook. Up 8 runs. This is it. That's game over. Oklahoma Drive wins the Oklahoma 14C state championship and goes 7-0 in the process. That's a final score. Oklahoma Drive 11, Parabellum Wilkerson 3. Oklahoma Drive is your